Hi there, everyone. Sitting in this incredible, peaceful place, my sister's house actually. I'm gonna borrow her kids and go and bounce for some time. Looking forward for that. And today it's almost like I have an existential crisis. And it's so fascinating to see these different characters that pops up in my reality, from the one seeking the depth of existence, looking into the outspring of everything and the vastness, the grandness, the generosity of this life. And I'm finding myself being deeply fascinated and mesmerized when I look into everything and the mind and the different characters that we are built up on, and this body and the capacity, and at moments feeling that I am this body, and at moments feelings that I'm not this body, and then like, who the fuck is driving this body? And it's just a programmed pattern of what I'm doing. And I can go nuts, I can go nuts when I love it. Yeah, I love to discover this, and but then when really looking into all these behaviors that we are created by, which is not really our own behaviors, is often learned behaviors, is learned patterns, is something we have taken on from society, from our parents, from our past, from we are so influenced by everything around us. And first, we are just this body, this organism is the combination of everything that ever existed. Like, every cell in our body is like thousands, million, billion years old. We're influenced by billions of years of existence. So we have that part in us, and that's deep, like the reptile brain and survival behaviors, and then the different societies throughout history and religion, and the generation in our back, the generation from our mother's side, the generation from our father's side, and that what is potentially my most present now, like the combination of our parents. And it freaks me out sometimes, and I love it, but at the same time I'm like, who the fuck am I? And this is not the new inquiry for me. And I had many spontaneous awakening experiences. I've been one with God. You had samadhis. I had all kinds of experience where I'm out of my body and out of my mind, and where I'm just love and presence and whatever, different shapes and forms. But that's just experiences. It's the feeling of grounding this and looking into this, which is just so fucking big sometimes. And again, it's like we're coexisting on different levels, like the personal, the soul, and the universal I am presence. I am God. So then on the personal level, I ask myself, like, am I really authentic then? Where am I acting from? And when I do not act out of alignment, how does it feel in my body? And what is it that responds to that action? And what is it that can really be in alignment? And how do I know that? And so if we take these patterns of behavior, which is often influenced by what somebody else might think, like we might seek appreciation or approval from the outside, believing that this is what other people think about us or what we would want from other people, or but again, how do we know that? And they are influenced by something else, by somebody else. And it's just these beliefs and thoughts and projections and reflections. And when realizing, like when really observing from that point of view, it's much easier to break those patterns when we potentially get insecure, or we seek approval or appreciation, or when we believe we shouldn't act in a certain way. And it's easier to do the opposite if we see, like, hey, says who, you know. And of course I do not encourage anybody to rape or murder or hurt other people. That's not where I'm coming from. But these little things that is so unnecessary to mindfuck about sometimes. Like, oh, do I look like this, or should I behave like this? Should I say this, or who? You know, we shapeshift with different people. I mean, I have no fucking idea, really. I have a sense about things. And sometimes I'm more connected and other times. Sometimes I feel utterly lost. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, I get it. But it's like I'm going through a death and rebirth process for the moment. And it's not really about, it's not about enlightenment or awakening. Like, it's on a different level, and it's fucking painful, and it kind of crumbles my head. Like, it's like my structure is falling apart, and I don't want to let it go, and or a part that doesn't want to let it go. And I'm more aware about these different characters I play out and I used to play out, and why not I did that. And it's like, it's really, fuck, I'm scared. I've never been so afraid. Like, I always been a very courageous person. Very courageous. And suddenly I'm afraid. I'm so afraid of letting something go, which I don't know what it is. It's like I'm clinging to something that I don't even know what I'm clinging to. And with this, I'm looking into these patterns that I'm talking about. Like, why have I chosen to go a certain path? Why have I chosen to do certain things? And what were I influenced by then? And my longing is really to follow my core and follow my truth, whatever that is, and be really fucking true to myself. I don't want to make any choices influenced by any outer forces, which is quite challenging in our society sometimes. But I don't want to do anything. I don't want to act. I don't want to make choices out of improvement or thinking that I'm not good enough, or I mean, there's nothing wrong to learn new things. I want to improve, you know, I want to learn more, I want to become better at this or this. Is nothing wrong, but it's the source. Where does the choice come from? Does it come from, I want to do this, yeah, I want to be a world champion in climbing mountains because I will love it, you know, not because I want to prove something to anybody. Or like, I love exercise, like I love it. I'm so happy when I'm exercising, and so that's what I want to do. I don't want to exercise just because I need to get fit so I look good in other people's eyes. No. Like, all these little choices, I'm tracking all these little choices that I've done in my life. And what was the feeling when I made that action, when I made that choice? What was that choice based on? And so the more in tuned and aligned I become in myself, the more I can feel when it's about any choice, if I'm in my current or outside of current or against current, body will tell me, body will tell you. And it's I'm fine tuning, and it's so fascinating because I am this, I'm Sanam, and I'm influenced by all this other everythingness around me, and at the same time I'm nothing according to some strategies, some teachings. At the same time there is something I'm living in alignment with, and I can feel it. And there is so many things I could say about this, and I would like to split it up, and I will split it up and talk about these parts, these different characters, and how we can get more in tune with ourselves, and also the dance between personality, soul, and spirit, these coexisting dimensions. And strategies to let go of our own seriousness, how actually we can turn life into more play and joy and be an alchemist for creating our reality. So I will come back with that. I wish you an absolutely beautiful day, evening, night, journey, wherever you are. Bye.